Hi, in this video I'm just going to explain briefly about the EU chat control proposal and why it's so worrying. I've noticed a few people have never heard of this. If you're outside the EU, it's probably understandable. But also I'd like to reassure people that there has been some good news about this. And if you scroll to the end of the video on the last slide, I'll explain why Germany has possibly saved us from this. But anyway, the EU is advancing this controversial regulation. It is officially called the Child Sexual Abuse Regulation, or CSAR, but people commonly call it chat control. The stated goal is to combat child sexual abuse material online, and it's obviously, when you understand what it's trying to do, has ignited fierce debate across the continent. So basically, at its core, the regulation would require mandatory scanning of all private messages, photos and videos before any encryption takes place. So it would affect virtually everything. All encrypted communication platforms, WhatsApp, Signal, Telegram, also Facebook messages, email messages, apps used daily by hundreds of millions of Europeans. Sounds pretty bad, doesn't it? So how chat control works, it's basically client-side scanning. The technical mechanism that's proposed relies on this client-side scanning, meaning that the content is scanned directly on your device before encryption occurs. And then advanced AI systems would analyze every single message, image and video you send and receive to detect both known and unknown CSAM, that's child sexual abuse material, as well as potential grooming patterns. You can imagine the false positives that's going to get. So when suspicious content is identified, it's automatically flagged and reported to law enforcement authorities without user knowledge or consent. So imagine if you actually make a joke or you say something that can be construed in a different way, it's winging its way to your local law enforcement authorities. Scary stuff. The scope of the application is basically everything. Digital, messaging apps, WhatsApp, Signal, Telegram, all email platforms, cloud storage services, social media platform, gaming chats and forums, video conferencing tools. There's so many red flags with this. It's difficult to know where to start, but basically, privacy and security concerns encryption under threat. It undermines end-to-end encryption by creating backdoors that weaken digital privacy for everybody. Encryption becomes pointless, really, if there's a backdoor to it. Mass surveillance risk. It's creating an infrastructure for monitoring private communications of every EU citizen. That's 450 million of them. It's starting it's starting with the intention of protecting children, but I'm sure we can all see the possible scope or mission creep that this could happen here once the infrastructure is in place. False positives, AI systems were currently showing error rates around 80% of things like this. Wrongful accusations, legal consequences, and censorship of innocent content will be rife. You just know that will happen. There's a worry about financial security, exposing vulnerabilities that could compromise banking apps, cryptocurrency wallets, and all secure financial transactions. Everything that the internet is built on. And it's basically the end of anonymity. Combined with mandatory age verification, this endangers everybody, really. Very scary stuff. There is hope. This was really looking as though it was going to happen last week, but fortunately, we need to thank the Germans. Germany has blocked chat control currently and made it in quite a strong way, really. It's stopped its advancement. People are still trying to implement it, but basically, October the 8th, the German Justice Minister, Stephanie Hubig, I don't know if I pronounced that right, has announced Germany's official opposition, saying random chat monitoring must be taboo in a constitutional state. Hear, hear. Private communication must never be placed under general suspicion. Absolutely. Political coalition was the political parties, which are quite often fractured in Germany, have come together on this. and the official opposition have basically backed this. It's important because Germany represents 19% of the EU's population, and it is decisive. So if Germany doesn't want this to happen, I don't think it will. Its stance has blocked it currently. They won't get the required majority. The proposal's been pulled from October the 13th EU Council agenda. This was really important because it was going to happen, I think, if it gets through this. Further discussions are now pushed back to December. It's gone into a different agenda, I believe. It's a big setback for it, thank goodness. And public pressure, not everybody knows about it. It's well known in the EU, but I mean, the UK, it's not. People don't really know about it, I don't think, hence this small attempt to notify people, because it's the sort of thing that's going to happen in the UK, I think, and in places like Australia. Certainly the proposals will come on the back of things like the age verification, the Online Safety Act, and the digital ID proposals as well. This is really from the same playbook. So the industry obviously hates it. Encrypted messaging service, including Signal, had threatened to just exit the EU market. And I would hope a lot of them would, really. It's a big victory for digital rights activists. It's worrying that it was even thought possible. It's been happening for years under the radar, really. But anyway, some good news. Thank you, Germany. And let's see where this goes. But just remember, it's called the EU Chat Control Proposal, or its official title is CSAR, if you just want to keep aware of it. Okay, thanks for watching, and bye for now.